Can
Yes,
you
sir.
able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. So make sure that is not muted. That is important. Second one is here. So two are there now. It is difficult to manage. Yeah. First one is your NIC. Okay. So to create a network. So already we have drawn lot of things, right? So like this, like this, like this. All are networks only. But to create a network, like you have a device, you want to connect a device to another device. Other device can be a switch or can be a hub, can be a router. Okay. From switch to router or PC to PC or PC to router, PC to switch. So you want to make a connection from one device to another device like this. What we need is an interface card. What we need a interface like this. Okay. So this is called a NIC. You have a mobile and you are connecting to Wi-Fi. So you have a Wi-Fi chip is there in your mobile. Wi-Fi chip is there inside. So that makes a connecting to your Wi-Fi. You are having a 4G network, right? So you through 4G network you are getting internet. You are connected to 4G, you are getting internet. You are getting internet. Okay. So how you are getting the 4G chipset is there. It receive a signal and it is make a connection to the 4G data connectivity, right? So that is other kind of NIC. Okay. Like this, your laptop is there. It contains a Wi-Fi and wide connectivity. So two NICs are there, two different NICs. Desktop only one wide type connectivity. So whatever it is, guys, you are want to connect to network. Okay, if you want to connect to network, you need a some NIC. Depends upon your physical environment network. Okay, so this is very simply say you need a network to connect to it, and you need a cables. Oh, in a old style we are having a cables, of course cables also there still now, and as well as we are also having a Wi-Fi kind of stuff, right? So wireless communication is there. So wide communication, wireless communication, wide different type of cables also used. Different devices are make a connection like hub switches and routers. Already we seen what is the purpose of that one. Different protocols are using. For example, I need to open a website. Okay, I'm going to open a website. For example, this is called a Java T point. So it is HTTPS protocol. HTTPS protocol. I'm pinging to remote PC. I'm pinging to remote PC. So that protocol we call it as a ICMP protocol. You want to send a ping request? ICMP protocol. You download a file? FTP protocol. You upload a file? FTP protocol. You're sending a mail, SMTP protocol. You're receiving a mail, IMAP or a POP3 protocol. So your Windows showing a date and time, right? So which is who giving this date and time? Through Microsoft server using NTP protocol, network time protocol, using NTP protocol and network time protocol. When you log into the system or maybe you log into the website, okay, so there is a authentication protocols like a Kerberos authentication, LDAP authentication, so different authentications also. Okay, so remote updates. So our client PCs are getting an update servers. Okay, so that's server related protocols. Anything, yeah, so many protocols are there. Port number, like you are getting an IP address, I said DHCP. Okay, so DHCP first class, I said no, last class DHCP. You are getting an IP address from DHCP server. So DHCP is a protocol. Okay, so when you open a website, you open something like facebook.com, youtube.com, amazon.com, and all. Okay, but actually you are communicating with the IP address. All communications by IP address, not with a name, not with a MAC address. Okay, all communications by name only. But we sorry IP address only. But we remember names. We don't remember the IP address. We don't know the IP addresses. Who will give the IP address? For when you put a name, but when you are communicating, you'll get an IP address to communicate. Who will give you that IP address is a DNS server. That is a DNS protocol. And when you come to the IP address is a logical address. So to address someone, to communicate to someone, we need an address, right? We have to address them. Okay, we have to address them. For example, here only two members, now three members. Vishal is there, Mukesh is there, Jan, me, Malik. It's a good name. It's an easy name is Malik. Okay, a new name, so that's difficult to spell. Okay. Yeah, Vishal is there, so easy name. Okay, Vishal is there. Uh, um, if I want to ask question like Vishal, what is a networking? So addressing. So to address someone, we need address, right? And we use a logical address. It depends upon the network. The logical address will be there. Okay, it is not a permanent address. It is depends upon the network. Your logical address is there. So that is a IP address. So this to form a network, we need basic things to communicate in the network. Or you are using a network. Meaning is okay. J Malik is enough. Okay, no Malik. Okay, so here it is to form a network or to create a network or to use a network. So in the network, these are the basic components. In out of that one, we already discussed networking devices. So to make a connectivity between a devices, we need a NIC. Already I told. This is the traditional means old style NIC part, and still we are using. So don't worry about it. Okay, so we are using different type of NICs are there, and this is our basic NIC means NIC card. Okay, network interface card, also called as a LAN card or Ethernet card. See, it is a PC one server. Both are connected to a switch through the cable. How they will able to connect? This is the NIC in the picture, which is installed in the device, either on directly enhanced on a motherboard, or maybe additionally it will be installed. And you can see Ethernet port, that is where you connect a cable. Okay, so then we can able to connect it. So this is the Ethernet. So NIC is interface between your computer and the network. NIC also called as LAN card, Ethernet card. Different type of NICs are there. Sorry, different type of LAN cards are there or Ethernet cards. Earlier we have a Ethernet that is 10 Mbps connection. We have a fast Ethernet that is a 100 Mbps connection. We have a Gigabit Ethernet that is a 1000 Mbps connection. Okay, so when you see there is a BPS, small b, not capital B. Capital B means byte, BYTE, byte. BIT, BIT is bit. Okay, not byte. So last time someone confused with a bit and byte. So that's why I created table in it. Either this one or another one. So as yeah, here only I create like this. Bit means 0 or 1. Byte means 8 bits. Means 8 0 or 1s in a binary format. Kilo means 1024. So 1024, how we can say it is a 1024? It is 2 to the power of 10 is 1024. And here it is decimal, binary, hexa, octa, those differences in the numbering system. Okay. Sometimes you have to go that up to that level. No problem. Guys, understand it is. What is NIC? Network interface card. It make a connectivity between your device to the network. It is also called as LAN card or Ethernet card. So Ethernet card is basically the speed is 10 Mbps. Fast Ethernet is 100 Mbps. Gigabit Ethernet is 1000 Mbps or 1 Gbps. Every NIC has a address called a MAC address. What is a MAC address? Media access control. What is a MAC address? Media access control, also called as a physical address. Last time you guys are seen, right, when you are checking the IP address, you have seen it is showing a physical address. So what is a physical address? Means MAC address only. It is a hardware address. It is a unique address. This address is 48 bit in a binary format. It is a 48-bit MAC address. 12 hexadecimal. Actually, it is look like this one in a hexadecimal format. 48-bit in a binary. Like if you want to write in a binary, that is 48 bits. You want to write in a hexadecimal. Generally, it is in the hexadecimal. That is 12 hexadecimals are there. Okay. So this is about here. And I see not finished. There is a MAC address is also there, right? These MAC address are given by manufacturer of NIC. For example, my NIC is manufactured by Qualcomm. So Qualcomm Ethros, okay, the Qualcomm company, when they are manufactured my NIC on board NIC, they given a unique MAC address. So that MAC address cannot be there in the world, and I cannot change the MAC address also. Like IP address, I can change it, but I cannot change the MAC address. We cannot change the MAC address. We can spoof the MAC address for both attacks and security. Like within the LAN, you want to attack someone, you can spoof your MAC and you can release lot of packets to from it. Or you want to receive a packets which is communicating from one to another one, but you want to receive all those packets to you. So you can spoof some MAC addresses, then we can do. So like both for attack and this kind of spoof is possible. Okay. You can change network IP address, but we cannot change the MAC address. Spoofing is possible. We cannot change the IP address. MAC address up to LAN communication. In WAN communication, our MAC address won't go outside. A lot of rumors are there in earlier, so we don't know those kind of stuff. That times that it is like if anybody knows your MAC address, they will hack you. No, guys. If I know your MAC address, but in this world I don't know where is your PC. Your MAC address is invalid once you are in the public network. Your MAC address, your personal laptop or a mobile phone or a tablet or any device, the MAC address is not routing in the public networks. It is only works in the LAN network, inside network. You cannot communicate with any way. It is a MAC address. I can't address you with a MAC address. I can't send a packet to you with the only MAC address. I cannot ping you with a MAC address. So all communications by IP address, and we cannot communicate with a MAC address. While communicating, we use a MAC address, but we are not communicating with the MAC address. MAC binding is possible. Already I explained yesterday. So what is this MAC binding? Okay, in a service desk internal users, that part I explained this one. MAC binding. What is the MAC binding? It is you have a Wi-Fi router. For a security, I list the MAC addresses who can able to connect it. Now any person is trying to connect it to my Wi-Fi network, those MAC address is not listed, they cannot get connected. Even though they know my Wi-Fi password, so they cannot able to get connected. So that is the thing. Okay. Next, how to check the MAC address? How to check the MAC address? Very simple. You know the ncpa.cpl. Go there. There is a adapter. Right click, details, and you can see physical address. So that is the one way to check the MAC address. Another way to check the MAC address is get MAC. Command is get MAC. Okay, and also you can get it from the IP config space slash all. MAC address like this. MAC address get MAC address IP config slash all. Already I showed this one. So IP config and IP config all difference. Here it is my physical address. It's showing here. Okay. So, and of course, you have a NIC. So this is the NIC, right? This NIC having a this type of NIC having a LED status. The LED, two LEDs are there. These LEDs will tell so how the connection is going on. So if LED activity LEDs goes dark, okay, it means no link. Link is disconnected. Somewhere link problem is there. Means cable problem is there, okay, or system problem or link problem or a switch problem, so link related issue. Okay, the activity is blinking means packets are transmitting. Blinking yellow or blinking green, both are good. Blinking yellow or blinking green, both are good. Study yellow is danger. Study yellow is link is there, no active, no communication. Okay, and another link status is here. It is the speed. It is not blinking. It's completely off condition like a 10 Mbps. It means yellow, no light. So two are there. No? One is yellow, another one is nothing. Means 10 Mbps. One is yellow, one is green, 100 Mbps. One is green, another is green, another is amber. It is like 1,000 Mbps. Study blue, it is means 10,000 Mbps. That is different link. It's not that one. So based on the LED status, also we can understand the connectivity issue. Okay, guys, this is about your NIC network interface card. Okay, up to now. What is MAC address? Media access control. 48-bit in number assigned by manufacturer of NIC. It represented in 12 hexadecimal. MAC address cannot be changed. We can't communicate with a MAC address. Okay. MAC spoofing is possible. MAC binding is possible. How to check the MAC address? As how you check the IP address, same way. ncpa.cpl or go to network connection, right click, go to details, status details. Okay, there you will find the physical address is your MAC address. Also use the command called get MAC, and also you can use the command called ipconfig all. It is also show you physical address. Better is always ipconfig all compared to get MAC. This part is one is missing, that is called cables. This PPT does not contain cables. Ah, I got just pain. Yeah, these are the commands we frequently used in the networking commands. So meaning is for my the previous batch I didn't take in a cables. Okay, so don't worry. So we'll try. Otherwise, why I'm getting this pain? I think better I will stop. This is NIC, guys. Understand MAC address or not? Want to see how to check the MAC address? Yes. Okay, I will forward this PPT to you also. One second. Like this is content. Okay, so here a few words of networking is also important, guys. Okay, so I will finish just 15 10 minutes only. Okay, well, I thought I would better I'll stop, but it's okay. EMI, electromagnetic interference. Before we go to cables, we use these words and also try in a Google search. Okay, what is EMI? Electromagnetic interference. We are mobiles getting ring. How? Electromagnetic interference. Transformers works. Electromagnetic. That is not electromagnetic interference, but it is different wording is there. But we can also say electromagnetic interference. Wireless chargers. Electromagnetic interference is there. Okay. So simply it is electrical signal, magnetic signal interference to a other signal or other components, other bodies or anything. Crosstalk, when EMI occurs, it means there is a signal is going on through a wire. Another signal is mixed with that signal. It become a crosstalk. Means it is a noise or a disturbance, mixture of signals. Crosstalk. Attenuation. Attenuation means you are sending a signal. You are sending a signal. You are forwarding a packet or you are sending a signal. So your signal strength is weakens after traveling certain distance, right? You are shouted, you shouted loud. The voice range will go up to certain level, but after that one it weakens, right? That is attenuation. Okay, so um, baseband means your signal any like already I said, my voice, the range is a baseband. If I amplify or if I put it in a FM or AM modulation, I can able to send it to longer distance. That is called a broadband. Okay. So for example, 10 base T, 10 base T is a 10 Mbps connection. Base T, baseband. Okay. 100 base T, 1000 base T. So these are all baseband names. Okay. You can try laser lines. T1, E1 connections. Laser lines are a dedicated lines, not a broadband lines. It is a dedicated lines. So the your packets are travel through a dedicated secure lines to the destination. Okay, these are the words. Try, but I'm going to coaxial cable, guys. This is the coaxial cable. It supports maximum 80 meters. Okay, of course. So parallelly, we'll add these things here. Certain wordings are important when you are learning networking. Not compulsory, like without knowing that is you don't know anything kind of stuff. Not like that. You have a knowledge, you have to use the knowledge. That's very simple. It is. I can copy one by one, but now I'm not. It is a good one, so that's why it is I use like this. Guys, cables. It is a coaxial cable. The inner one is a main conductor. Outer there is a mesh, and there is a outer jacket is there, and there is a plastic material, dielectric material. The main signal goes through this internal copper wire, and this mesh is to protect your signal from electromagnetic interference and crosstalk. Okay, electromagnetic interference and crosstalk. These are the different type of connectors, like a BNC connectors, like a British naval connectors, or some other names also there. They used to connect these things. Still, we are using in our both satellite and cable network, but we don't use this thing for internet, means network connectivity. Of course, in other countries like a US based countries, they used it. The next type of is twisted pair connection. Twisted pair. It means there is a cable which contains multiple wires. Total cable contains multiple wires. So that is called a twisted pair cable. Okay, that is called a twisted pair cable. Wires are twist each other. I will show you that one. Actually, yeah, where it is, here it is. Very good. It is without any disturbance. It's settled in one side. See, it's a cable which is like a the wires are twist each other. Pair of wires twist each other. That's it is twisted pair cable. And these wires are protected by a mesh, copper mesh. So why this mesh? Also use it to protect your signals from electromagnetic interference and crosstalks. Okay, so the if you don't have a shielding, that is called UTP, unshielded twisted pair cable. You have a shielding, that is called a shielded twisted pair cables. So number of twist increases, the attenuation decreases. Already I given that information, right? Number of twist increases, attenuation decreases. So longer distance communicate faster. The speed of data transmission also increases. The copper mesh or a shielding to protect your data from electromagnetic interference. And we use this kind of connectors to connect it. So that connectors we call it as a RJ45. So RJ means register jack. RJ means register jack. And these wires are color coded. Basic colors like a blue, orange, green, brown wires are there. The pairing wires means four wires, four colors. Totally eight wires are there. Four pairs, four colors. Four pairs, four colors means each one of the wire in the pair is like a blue, orange, green, brown. Another set is blue white, or white blue, white orange, white green, or white brown. Any word you can change it. Okay, so it's a four pair cable, eight wires are there. So four wires having a blue, green, orange, brown, and another four wires, another four pair, four wires, white, blue, white, orange, white, green, and white, brown. Of course, there is a cabling structure is also there. Okay, that is a separate lesson. We don't give more importance to that cable part. Yeah, this is a picture, so then we'll try to put a picture directly here. So different category of cables are there, guys. So cat 1 cable used for a old telephone cable it is. Nowadays we are using cat 5 e or cat 6 cables. We are using cat 5 or cat 5 e cables, and these details also not completely trustworthy, but just sharing the details, but that's it, not trustworthy. As I know, cat 4, of course, 16 Mbps, Cat 5 100, Cat 5e is 500 to 600 Mbps, Cat 6 is a 1 Gbps, Cat 6e is a 10 Gbps, as I know from the certain textbooks. but it is a lot of confusion in the internet, so that a lot of materials may be wrong. This is the of course it is a very good picture. So this is the cable tester we use in the networking. Okay, it is a cable tester, so it makes sure that the cable wires are correct connected properly or not. To cut and connect, to cut the cables and to connect, to crimp, exactly what is crimping tool. You want to, you take this cable and you want to insert into this connector. We use this crimping table cable. Once you are crimp, you are going to test the cable of from both end side, means one end go to one side, another end of the cable go to another side of this one. And whenever you check one 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 two two three three four four five five, the light should be blink like that. It makes sure that is every wire is connected properly. Okay, these are the tools we use here. So this is called a patch cable. This much information not required, but the cables, when we had a patch cable, is that is this is the earlier days we thought patch cable means something different, but later we realized very simple. The patch cable is nothing but a simple LAN wire. It's a cable which is not just a leave cable. It is already plugs are connected. Okay, if you go to organization, you are new to that one, and someone asks, "Give me that patch cable." Then if you see what is a patch, okay, don't so understand very simple. It's a cable. Already plugs are connected. If this not connected, it's not patch cable. It is just a cable only. Okay, patching. So there is a different type of cable parts are there. Straight through cable, crossover cable, rollover cable kind of stuff is there. I'm not going into that part. Okay. So in a cable structures also there is a different parts, different type of connectivity based on the wire connectivity, the color code connectivity. So we'll get a straight cables, crossover cables, and rollover cables. Yeah, I'm not going to explain what is those kind of stuff. Otherwise, I have to go to again one by one points. I feel that much depth is not required for you. Next one is we are going to fiber optical cables or optical fiber cables. Any which ways you can able to tell. Next, what is this? Fiber optical cable or optical fiber cables are made up of glass. So it is not a metal. So though there is no electromagnetic interference, it uses a light wave as a signal. Okay, so we use electrical signals in coaxial cable and UTP STP cables. So that's why we are having a fear of electromagnetic interference, attenuation, attenuation, crosstalks. But fiber channels are not having any metals or a copper metal like that. We don't have, so we don't use any electrical signal anyway. So we use a light waves and uh, uh, for, uh, uh, for a communication, and it is made up of glass. So it is used for a very long distance communications, very high speed data transmission speed. Okay, so it is not used for regular LAN communication. Why? Because it is a cost is different. Okay, lot of people, even though some movies, people said we are very intelligent movie makers. There also shows internet means satellites. We don't communicate. We don't use internet from satellite. We use internet for internet purpose cables only, not satellite communication. Okay, not satellite part. We use cables communication. So like this. Okay, we use the cable communications. Yeah, because of I copied both at a time, so it is showing like this. It's okay now, problem, because it's splittable, like you can see, or you can reduce the size. Okay, so this is the cable how it is look like. See, internally there is a single core wire, and it is covered by cladding and for strengthening plastic material outer jackets, metallic outer jackets also there in a certain cables on the plastic, because they put a cables under ocean also there. And I said no, sand storage, sand storage area network. So high speed data transmission is required at a servers, and at high end points compulsory high speed data transmission is required. For us 100 Mbps more than enough, but at a server side, okay, at core side high speed data transmission is required. Of course they use fiber optical cables. Next, for internet communication, we are using this fiber optical cables. Okay, so this picture you want to get it, you can go to this thing, like a submarine cable map.com. See this? This is India. India, this is Mumbai, Chennai, and some Kerala bottom lines also there. These are the points. Sri Lanka, 2 points also there. So connection ups. This is connected to Pakistan. This is connected to Iran, Pakistan border. It is okay. These are Iran, like the Saudi Arabia, Oman, Yemen. So for Saudi Arabia and all, there are having both the sea and land areas. So over the oceans, there are connecting. Okay, so they are connecting. So then from there to land, again cables only. So we don't use satellites for a connection. Okay, again this is the another problem. Okay, I just why fiber optic, even some people told me, sir, why are you not using fiber optical? Okay, but my I have to change entire thing. I can use a fiber optical part, but I have to change the entire thing. See, if I use a fiber optical cables, then you can see I have to change my NIC. Cable is cheaper, but NIC and the switch, all these things are difficult, right? Okay, that's a the overall cost is costly, but when it is not costly, it is. So if whenever you are using more than cost effectiveness, when you are using more than cost effectiveness means, for example, guys, bus is cheaper or car is cheaper, bike is cheaper. Difference is there. Auto is cheaper, cab is cheaper, full raining is going on, cab is cheaper. Okay, um, car is also a cheaper thing. So the car is cheaper than a bike. Why? Because you want to go to long travel, out raining, dust, with family, car is better. Car is better. You choose car. You're going alone. You're going to the only next two streets away, 5 6 kilometers. Okay, not a long distance. Not with the family. You're going alone. You're going with a simple work. Bike is best. Okay, bike is best. Bus. Why bus is best? Like public transport. You are sharing the cost with other people. Not you are not driving it anyway. Okay, so bus is best. So depends upon the situation, depends upon the area. Okay, so we can choose that one. So the fiber opticals are good, but when very high speed transmission, if compulsory requirement, high speed data transmission is a requirement. Okay, high speed internet connectivity is requirement. that place is fiber optically. So and we have to match things. So that's a point here. Yeah, that's it. Two things are completed. Okay, NIC and cables. MAC address. Compulsory go through it once, guys. Okay, understandable. Anybody want more?